Hello everyone, my name's Larry, aka Dad. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Hurst's farm on the Vintage Oaks by Farms in Briscoe. This is episode 2. I hope you enjoyed the first episode where we had a little look around our equipment choices. On this episode we're going to get cracking with some work. There are a couple of things that I wanted to point off first. We have had a little slight change in some of the equipment for various reasons since the last episode, so we'll just run through those quickly and then we can go from there. So the bale trailer has been changed. Just run over here. They've gone for a Marston bale trailer. The reason for that is we've swapped from round bales to square bales. Because of a moment of madness, I thought round bales were the way to go. And yeah, in hindsight, I've never really enjoyed using round bales, so that was why we've swapped out to this one, because it's going to be slightly better for us on the square bale front. The other change has been to our one of our tractors. We had the County before. Unfortunately, the County mod had some issues with it. It wasn't working in the way that I wanted it to, so we had to swap that out, and we've gone for a International 1455 XL. These were manufactured between 1981 and 1985. Manufactured in Germany, so these were very likely in and around the UK at the time. No international was, because of the list that Rusty organised. There were some internationals on there, so that's going to replace the County on Grassworks. Got the communal tyres on there already, but that's going to work for us on the grass. The other change is in our grasswork shed. We have swapped out the New Holland for the Heston Big Baler, the 4900. I've gone for the old style. Now, these started appearing in the UK around 1988, so that's why we've gone for that. But again, we've gone for that because I wanted to do square bales rather than round bales, and yeah, I quite like this mod, so figured we'd swap out to that. The other change as well is the rake. We had the 1978 Lizard 6-wheel rake before. Again, had some issues with the mod itself in that it wasn't performing in the way that I wanted it to. So we've swapped it out for this, which I don't have any specific manufacturing dates for. Couldn't find the model anywhere online, but it's suitably old in look that it fits in. And then just the final change, or a couple of changes, we've changed the bales to square bales. So the 10 bales that we had, we've swapped those to square Heston bales, the smaller square ones, and we've got our hay ones in here as well. And then because we have now switched to square bales, we've had to swap out our straw shredder, because the straw shredder that we had didn't work with square bales. It was only for round bales. Now, I've gone for the Teagle T2 Telehawk. A couple of reasons why. Teagle are actually manufactured or started not far away from where I grew up. The T2 is a very much newer model. It's not of the 80s. It's more towards the end of the 90s actually. But I know Teagle did make bale shredders. They just didn't unfortunately have a mod available. There wasn't a mod available for the one that was around in the 80s. But this one is wheel loader attached, so it'll attach to the cat. And we use that for bale shredding duties. So what we've done as well, we've kept the GEHL feed mixer. We've just chucked it in out of the way in there with the little Massey that we've got. The reason for that is because what we're probably going to need to do is cut one of our grass fields for silage, as we're not ready on the corn yet. So we're going to store the silage bales in here next to the hay. So yeah, those are the changes for now. I don't envisage there's going to be any more changes, and if there are any more changes, they're going to be on the episode built in. But as we hadn't actually recorded this episode yet, just the first initial tour of the equipment, I felt it was appropriate to change it due to the issues. So first things first, what I want to do is head up to, we've got a grass field out on the main road. which I want to just take a quick look at because I didn't check out the state of those fields. So we'll head out there, have a quick look. Hopefully it's all good and ready to be cut, and if it is, we're going to cut that for silage. Should give us probably 20 or so bales of silage when cut and wrapped. But yeah, it's just out on the main road. So yeah, I hope you are all well and enjoyed the first episode. Like I said, the first episode, there's no actual farming in it. It was just to run through the equipment choices. Had some good feedback from the equipment choices, and I was really pleased with how the video did. So perfect, just as I'd hoped. The field is ready to ready to cut. So we will let's head back to the farm, and we'll crack on with getting the field cut. Guys, so that is the field all cut. The lizard bars doing the absolute job as needed. Now what we'll do now is we'll head back to the farm, we'll get the rake it all up, and then we'll drag out the Heston big baler, start baling it all up, and then we'll need to head down to the shops a bit later on to pick up a leased bale wrapper. Now we're not going to keep the bale wrapper because obviously the plan is we're going to use corn for silage. We're going to chop that and clamp it, but for now, just to keep us going until that's ready, we're going to wrap the bales. So without any further ado, we'll crack on. Right, so just been back to the farm. We've dropped the Heston baler off ready to be washed and put away. And we're just heading our way up to the store now. We managed to get 27 1.8 metre Heston bales off that, which at a shade over 4,500 litres a bale puts at just under 124,000 litres of grass. Now we are off to the store to pick up a bale wrapper. Now it's not ours, it's leased from the store. It's probably newer than the 80s, being honest. I think it's a New Holland brand. But it'll do the job to wrap the bales. And then we can take it back up to the shop there. I'm hoping we should be all good to hook it up to the truck. We won't have to hook up a tractor. So yeah, we should be able to just hook it straight up, drag it down to the field. The tractor's there waiting, and then we can crack on with getting the bales wrapped, getting them stacked and stored away. Just check that we don't miss the shop. I think it's just up here. The thing we're finding with new maps is just when you start playing them, you've got to memorise all the places again. I think it's in here. Yeah, it's right at the back here. I knew this was going to happen. Alright, so we can't do that, so I will run this back down to the farm and catch you back here in a sec with the International. Alright guys, so we're back at the shop. We picked up the International. Come back in here, we'll pick up the bale wrapper, we'll get started wrapping those bales. And then we'll get them stacked up and put away. Right, so we'll head back down to the field. This is the New Holland SW4014, also branded K brand SW4014 and Massey. They're all the same. They are pretty generic bale wrapper. Don't know, couldn't find any solid information or leads about when this was originally manufactured, so, and I'm pretty certain that it's not of the era that the map is set in. But it's yeah, it's got to be functional, right? So I need to be able to do what I need to be able to do, and this is the best I could do. And this one came in the pack with the Heston big baler that we're using. So it'll have to do. It'll have to do. So what I've decided, I think, to do is when I was exploring the map, if you've got used the field info mod, when you sort of come up to a field that's unowned, it'll tell you who owns the field. So obviously we've taken Hurst's farm, and as I was coming up to some of the fields that I don't own, some of them were coming up saying owned by Hurst Farm, which that's obviously us. So what I think I've decided to do is, part of playing through this map, is my intention is to potentially aim to buy all of the fields that were designated Hurst Farm originally. I've got a list through the map XML of which fields they were. Yeah, I've got a list of which fields they were through the map XML files, and I think there's about 22 all in, so that might be part of the goal of the series, or part of me aiming playing through the map, is to potentially look to be able to buy and own all of the fields that belong to Hurst Farm. So this is us. Here's my entrance. here. Let's unfold it and we'll start wrapping up these bales. So we'll just get them all wrapped. Like I said, there's 27 to do. So we will get cracking on. Also, while I was watching Farmer Sims, because he's got there's a couple of playthroughs I'm watching and keenly watching and trying to watch as and when they come out. First one is the man, the myth, the legend that is Mr. Farquhar. So I've been eagerly watching his homesteading series. I don't know if he's got an official title for it, but that's what I call it in my mind. He's sort of contracting to other farms. He's got a, I guess, a little bit of roleplay kind of elements to it, which I'm really enjoying. So I've been watching his, and I was watching Farmer Sims is another one that I've been watching. Now, I try and play like as realistically as I can within the confines of A, the time that I've got, and B, obviously, as you know, I've had a break from pre-recorded farm sim content anyway. So it's kind of like I need to be able to be efficient with my time. So I've managed to stay away from auto-load bale trailers. But full disclosure, what I am running on here is the auto-load bale forks, which I generally run on all of my saves just because it's easier to be able to pick up 2 or 3 bales quickly and load those. So I've done that, and then what I am running is Argsy's Store Anything Anywhere mod, which I hadn't used before actually, or seen before, until I saw Farmer Sim had run it. And it's quite a good little mod actually. You can just put it inside any shed or building that will take it, and then it turns that into a sort of automatic load-in bale shed. So those are the only 2 kind of, I suppose, cheaty mods that you could say that I'm running. It's the auto-load bale forks and the auto-store bale sheds, or makeshift bale sheds that I've made with Argsy's mod. I'll leave a link in the description to the Argsy mod, because actually it's quite good. In case you want to look at it, but I just thought it was probably worth mentioning that, full disclosure, because you'll see it soon anyway when I start loading these onto the trailer. So but yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on with these now. I might just stick these on a quick time lapse so you can see me wrapping them, for any of you that want to watch. And we will see you back here shortly to see the pickup. That was 27 bales wrapped. So what we'll do is We'll leave the wrapper on the farm, on the field rather. We aren't going to need it again, so we're not going to keep it on retention. We'll leave it here, and we'll drop that back at a later stage off episode, just because I'm sure you don't really need to see me carting a bale wrapper back to the shop. So what we'll do is we'll get ourselves back down the farm, pick up the bale trailer, we'll come back, and then we'll come back here with the JCB and start picking up those bales. And that should see us out for the day. It's probably going to be quite a slow burn to begin with the series in terms of making money, just because obviously we're really going to start making money when the crop is ready to sell, which we're going to hold off till best price, because it would be stupid not to, right? We've got the facilities to store it, so why not? Alrighty, so we are in the JCB, heading ourselves off back down to the farm, the field rather. Pick up some bales, bring them back, chuck them in the storage. This is the JCB 520-4 logo. The CSZ bale forks. It's nice for picking up the bales. I'm thinking we'll probably have to do 2 trips on the bale front. Probably more likely to get 6612 plus 214 bales. Still only doing 2 loads. Hoping we could get 2 on the back. We could probably go higher. Hopefully the cows will hold out long enough for this to ferment into silage. I've got some feed already. So it's just going to be a case of how long can they hold out on the feed that they've got before I get a chance to mix them up some more. Alrighty, so back to the field, and we'll just crack on and get these last bales. out. The second lot of bales, for whatever reason, went worse than the first lot, but they're on. So yeah, we'll hot-foot it back to the farm. We'll dump these off into the where we're going to store them. So we'll drop the wrapper back to the store off camera because we don't need to see that. But not a bad little episode if I don't say so myself. We've looked at the new equipment that we swapped out. Cut raked and wrapped and transported a full field of grass bales for silage. 27 big bales all in total, so not a bad little episode at all. Yeah, we'll stick these back and then we'll catch up at the end. All 27 bales stacked nicely away in there, fermenting away, so they should turn into some nice silage to go with the hay and straw that we've got. But that is going to do us for the episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a busy one, like I said, but productive. We are going to be looking at doing a harvest next time round. We've got a wheat field that needs to be brought in. Possibly a barley field to be ready by then as well. And we do need to start thinking about chopping up our maize field as well, our cornfield, and filling up the clamp. So that's going to do us for this episode, guys. Appreciate you all staying around to watch. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do hit the like button if you have. Subscribe if you're not already. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take it.